I'm at work and I had to step out for a second. It's so sad. I'm watching everybody celebrate their kids, graduating and going to prom, and everybody is so proud. And my son is in his last year, but it should have been his last year of high school. And this day he's going to jail. And so I won't get to experience. So I'm devastated. I won't get to experience those things. And it's heartbreaking, it's devastating. And I did the best that I could. And I'm so proud to see everybody's kids, accomplishing their goals. But it hurts so bad.
Hey, Shalom Aleichem, Shalom. This is your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Come with another lesson through the Spirit. Lord willing, this be edifying to the Lord's elect. And before I get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and who teach well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Alright. So, you know what I'm saying, just doing a quick in transit, on the way to the plantation, man. I wanted to touch on this, this video that I saw on TikTok. And, it definitely hit me, man. Right? It definitely hit me. And it's such a testament to what has happened, under the rule of women, And this is not something that women want to talk about. They don't want to admit this. All right? But this has been in the hands of women. All right? This whole so-called community. You see what I'm saying? And some of you are starting to figure it out that this was by design. Some of you are figuring it out. Like, hey, man, they pinned us to be this way. You know what I'm saying? And you fell for it. You know what I'm saying? You fell for it. They pitched the idea. They pitched these so-called benefits. You know what I'm saying? All these things that they would give you. All right, to make sure that this man is not in the picture, man. And as a result, look at what's happened. Look at what's happened. You know what I'm saying? You see graduation balloons and all that stuff, graduation hats everywhere. You know what I'm saying? This woman, she can't even get to see her son, you know what I'm saying, get that whole diploma or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Why? Because he got caught up. Because he got caught up in this whole gang life and what have you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, he landed himself in jail. All right? The reason why I say this hits home is because, you know what I'm saying, I have a twin brother. And he almost fell down that same road, man. All right? Because we was raised by our mother. Thankfully, we was blessed enough to have a dad in our life. All right, a good amount of time, man. All right, for years, long enough for us to get a good grasp of what a man should be. You see what I'm saying? But when you have these sons raised by their mothers, it never pans out right. It rarely pans out right, man. Come on, man. You look at the statistics. Over 70%. Over 70% of these people, of these dudes that's in jail, is they was raised by a single mother. They was in a single mother household. You look at all these women, all right, who are prone to drugs and getting pregnant at an early age. You know what I'm saying? Teen pregnancies and all that stuff. They're coming from single mother households, man. All right. You have to really stop running away from the truth that's right in front of your face. All right. This has happened. This has happened, and it's not stopping. All right. It's not stopping, man. She's got to sit here and she's got to cry because her son, ain't no telling how long he's gonna be up in there based on what he did. And you already know how it is with Jake in Esau's system, man. You know how it is for so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians. You know how these devils get down, man. You know how it happens. You see what I'm saying? I had to raise my nephew. I had to raise my nephew. And he almost got caught up, man. But if it wasn't for me and my brother being in his life, he would have went down that road. And he would have been landed in jail, man. You see what I'm saying? This is the reality of what you women have caused. All right? And get over the fact that people are pointing it out. All right, you want to pull your head, you want to put your chin up and all that stuff, talking about I did the best I could, but this is the best that you're doing. This is the best that you're doing, man. These young men are illiterate, and the girls. This is a problem, man. This is not something to celebrate. This is a problem. You see what I'm saying? It's a problem, man. All right? I'm able to speak on this first and foremost as a prophet. All right? Second of all is because I lived it. You know what I'm saying? So many brothers in this truth, we came from the same exact situation, man. All right? And that whole statistic of 80% of divorces are initiated by women, I lived that. I lived that. And I didn't get my dad's story until way later in life, you know what I'm saying? Right before he passed, you know what I'm saying? In 2017, man. I didn't get his side of the story until like what, 13, 14 years? You know what I'm saying? And it's just sad, man. It's just sad. And it took my mom that long to recognize that she's the one who was in the wrong. I'll tell you what, man, when it comes to accountability, you women, all right, y'all are the fastest sprinters when it comes to escaping that. All right, no Olympian can keep up with a woman, especially a black woman, especially a so-called black woman, man. You see what I'm saying? You can't keep up with them. Because when it comes to accountability, man, they dash all the way down the block in 0.2 seconds. You see what I'm saying, man? The scriptures tell us what it is that y'all do. Let's get the scriptures, man. All right, there's the book of Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach, chapter 3 and verse 9. It reads, "For the blessing of the father establisheth the houses of children, but the curse of the mother rooteth out foundations." Man, what is the foundation? The foundation is the father. This is what nobody wants to admit. This is what nobody wants to talk about, man. You gotta understand what it is, man, when you're dealing with these children, especially these boys, man, especially these boys. You can't control them forever. You can't control them. You see what I'm saying? At a certain point, they're gonna stop They're going to stop listening to what you got to say, man. You see what I'm saying? They're going to stop listening. I was in the same thing. I was in the same boat. You see what I'm saying? When the testosterone came through, all right? Instead of calling her respectfully, I was calling her woman. I was calling her woman. You see what I'm saying? You're supposed to respect your mother. You're supposed to respect your father. Yes. All right? But that has to be taught. Those principles have to be taught, man. These things have to be taught. All right? And it's a man that does that, not a woman. A woman doesn't teach a child discipline. A woman doesn't teach a child control, self-control, man. That's not what a woman does. A woman coddles, man. A woman nurtures. She doesn't enforce. She doesn't teach. Not in the scope or not in the range of there's going to be hefty consequences if you fall off. Right? Let's get this also real quick. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 15. It reads, "The rod and reproof give wisdom." That's what a man does. A man gives the rod, a man gives reproof. You see what I'm saying? A woman coddles and she wants to take it easy. She wants to be the child's friend. The man doesn't mind being the bad guy. He don't mind being the bad guy because he knows it's ultimately to the benefit of the child, man. Women can't see that. Women can't see that. So when the man goes and disciplines the child, they think that he's torturing the child or that he's abusing the child. No, he's not. He's disciplining the child. See what I'm saying? Learn the difference, man. All right? The rod and reproof give wisdom, but a child left to himself bringeth his mother to shame. You see what I'm saying? And she's in shame right now. She's in shame. All right? Because this boy is in prison. You see what I'm saying? It was under her watch. It was under her watch that he ended up in this predicament. You see what I'm saying? It's under her watch, and she has to deal with this. She has to watch as you know, all these families, all these parents get to celebrate their children. You know what I'm saying? And she won't be able to, man. All right? We've seen this with these, you know, with this this court system, you know what I'm saying? Well, they know that the mother is incapable of taking care of the son. You know what I'm saying? She's incapable of doing this. She's not fit for it. But before they ever even think about giving the son or the daughter to the father, which is what should have been happening, they put the child in the system, or they just give the child to the mother knowing that she's incapable of taking care of the child, man, in any adequate means. And then things just they spiral out of control for that child's life, okay? And then it's just the same tune every single time. You know what I'm saying? But under a father, he brings that correction. Under a father, all right, he will show that discipline, but it's through love, man. We always do these things through love. All right? My you know, when I bring about the example with my nephew, because I got another nephew as well. All right? The first nephew I was talking about, I got to enjoy, you know what I'm saying, or celebrate with him when he graduated high school. I got to celebrate with him, you know what I'm saying? But his mother, which is my sister, his mother came to his graduation as well. And you know what she came dressed like? She came dressed like a whore, you know, she came dressed like a whore, man. You know what I'm saying? She came dressed like she was walking the streets. And he was so embarrassed at his own celebration. He was embarrassed because all his students had to watch, and me and my brother are trying to keep her under control. You see what I'm saying? Because she's got to be ratchet, she's got to be raunchy, she's got to be all these different tropes, you know what I'm saying, that's tied to you so-called black women, man. You can name them. She was that on that day. She was that. You see what I'm saying? Meanwhile, I was the one that was raising her son. You know what I'm saying? And if it wasn't for my brother and I being there, it would have gone so far left for him. So far left. Not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna lie. But this is what it is, man. This is where it's going. You know what I'm saying? Where it's always been. All right? This is where it's always been, man. And, you know, unless you women come to terms with that, unless you women, you know what I'm saying, come to understanding that these children, they need their fathers, ain't nothing gonna change. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nothing gonna change, man. Right? Let me get this last precept before I head up out of here. Bear with me. This is Proverbs chapter 13, verse 24. He that spareth his rod hateth his son, for he that loveth him chasteneth him betimes. You see what I'm saying? It's not out of anger. It's it's not out of hatred. It's not out of disdain towards their sons. No, fathers will lay that rod of correction for the son's benefit, man. For the son's benefits. You women have got to come to terms with that. All right? Give these children back to their fathers, man. Stop playing. All right? Stop playing, because you are failing these children. You are failing them. Ain't no way that a girl, you know what I'm saying, can't be no more than what? Can't be no more than 8 years old. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no way that she should know lyrics to Sexy Red and Sukihana and you know what I'm saying, Glorilla and them shit. You know, them bitches, man. No, none of that shit. None of that shit. There's no way. There's no way. Y'all done failed these children, man. You see what I'm saying? Y'all done failed these children. And until you raise them up in the right way under a father figure, under a man, you see what I'm saying, to get the understanding of masculinity, you're going to get these crash out dummies. You're going to get all these, all these baby mama tropes continuing on. You see what I'm saying? Nothing changes under your rule. It says, for my people are, shit, I got to get up out of here. Let me see. Isaiah, real quick. This is Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. It says, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths. You see what I'm saying? So, get with it, man, because you ain't doing these children no favors by keeping them from their fathers. And if their father was that big of a freaking deadbeat, you know what I'm saying, a bum and all that shit, and didn't care about his kids, well then that's your decision. That was your decision. All right, that was your decision. Boo-hoo. Now go and find a solution to this problem. Do you got cousins? Do you have uncles? Do you have brothers? You see what I'm saying? Is there a man in the community? Stop playing around, man. Stop playing around. So I'm gonna cut that there, man. I pray this lesson was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. This has been your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. In closing, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wachak, Wadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, whom I've grown in this truth under. Peace and blessings to you all. Rock a thumb. Shalom.